Before your Unit 5 test, I thought it would be helpful to go over how to determine the domain and range from a graph. So if we look at this graph, in order to determine the domain, domain of course is referring to the x values. So if we look at this graph horizontally, this graph begins over here around -3.5 and ends over here at +4. So to write that, I'm going to use an inequality. I'm going to say x is greater than or equal to -5 and less than or equal to +4. And again, here's that graph. From left to right, beginning at -3.5 and ending at +4. Likewise, for the range, we're looking at the y values. So if we look at this graph vertically, it begins at 2 and ends, the top over here looks to be about 3.25. I'm just estimating that to be 3.25. So to write that using an inequality, I would be using y for the range. Y is greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 3.25. Okay, I noticed on the quiz that some of you gave just points or the whole numbers, the integer values. We need to write these as inequalities because the domain could be any x value between -3.5 and +4 and not simply the integers. It is possible to have decimal values as well.